The ancient philosophy of Stoicism, a timeless beacon of wisdom, offers us the guiding light to navigate these stormy seas. Stoicism is not merely a philosophy. It is a way of life, a path to inner peace and unassailable strength. It teaches us to embrace the inevitability of pain, to welcome the trials that life presents, and to transform every setback into an opportunity for growth. Through the teachings of the great Stoic philosophers, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, we learn that true power lies not in our circumstances but in our responses to them. Imagine a world where every rejection is met not with despair but with a calm, resolute acceptance. Picture yourself standing tall in the face of adversity, your spirit unbroken, your will unyielding. This is the essence of Stoicism, to cultivate a mindset that sees obstacles not as barriers but as stepping stones to greatness. The Stoics teach us that we are the masters of our fate, the architects of our destiny. They remind us that while we cannot control the external events of our lives, we can control our inner responses. It is this mastery over our inner world that grants us true freedom and invincibility. In the stillness of the night, when doubts creep in and the specter of rejection looms large, remember this. You are not defined by your failures, but by how you rise above them. Each rejection is a test, a challenge to dig deeper, to uncover the latent strength within you. It is an invitation to transcend the ordinary and step into the realm of the extraordinary. Through the lens of Stoicism, we see rejection not as a condemnation but as a clarion call to elevate ourselves, to refine our character, and to fortify our spirit. As we embark on this journey together, let us delve into the wisdom of Stoicism and discover 13 profound lessons on how to use rejection to our favor. These lessons, drawn from the teachings of the ancient Stoics, will illuminate our path, guiding us to transform every setback into a stepping stone. They will teach us to embrace reality, to cultivate inner strength, and to master our emotions. They will show us how to find freedom in letting go, how to turn pain into purpose, and how to embody the virtues that lead to a life of meaning and fulfillment. The ancient wisdom of Stoicism, a beacon through the ages, offers us 18 profound lessons on how to transform rejection into a source of strength and enlightenment. 1. Acceptance of reality. The first step in using rejection to our favor is to accept reality as it is. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Rejection is not an obstacle but a pathway to deeper understanding and resilience. By accepting it, we align ourselves with the nature of the universe and begin our journey towards true wisdom. Acceptance does not mean resignation. Instead, it signifies a profound acknowledgement of what is, without the distortion of our desires or fears. When we embrace rejection with open arms, we strip it of its power to paralyze us. We see it for what it truly is, an event, neutral in essence, that gains meaning only through our interpretation. By accepting rejection, we transform it from a source of suffering into an opportunity for growth and learning. 2. Embrace of impermanence. Rejection is a stark reminder of life's impermanence. Epictetus taught us, remember that you are an actor in a play, determined by the author. We must embrace the transient nature of all things, understanding that rejection, like all experiences, is fleeting. This perspective frees us from the shackles of despair and empowers us to navigate life's ebbs and flows with grace. The Stoics remind us that everything in life is temporary. Our successes, our failures, our joys, and our sorrows. When we face rejection, we should remember that this too shall pass. By internalizing the impermanence of all things, we develop a resilient mindset. We no longer cling to what was or what could have been, but instead, we embrace the present moment with all its uncertainties and possibilities. This acceptance of impermanence allows us to move forward with hope and determination, unburdened by the weight of past rejections. 3. Cultivation of inner strength. The Stoic philosopher Seneca asserted, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Rejection serves as the friction that polishes our character, fortifying our inner strength. It is through these trials that we discover our true potential and cultivate an unwavering spirit. Inner strength is not bestowed upon us. It is forged in the crucible of adversity. Each rejection we face is an opportunity to test our resilience, to prove to ourselves that we can endure and overcome. It is in the face of rejection that we learn to dig deep within ourselves, to tap into reserves of strength we never knew we had. This process of cultivation is ongoing, each instance of rejection adding another layer to our fortitude. By embracing rejection as a necessary part of our personal growth, we emerge stronger, more capable, and more prepared for the challenges ahead. 4. Mastery of emotions. Rejection often stirs intense emotions. However, Stoicism teaches us that we are not slaves to these emotions. As Epictetus advised, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By mastering our emotional responses, we gain control over our internal state, transforming rejection into a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Emotional mastery is a cornerstone of Stoic practice. It involves recognizing our emotions without being overwhelmed by them. When we face rejection, it is natural to feel pain, disappointment, and even anger. But these emotions do not have to dictate our actions or our self-worth. Through mindfulness and self-awareness, we can observe our emotions, understand their origins, and choose our responses with wisdom and clarity. This mastery of emotions enables us to remain composed and rational in the face of rejection, allowing us to see it as a temporary setback rather than a defining moment. 5. Detachment from external validation. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, "If you are pained by external things, it is not they that disturb you, but your own judgment of them. And it is in your power to wipe out that judgment now." Rejection often stems from our craving for external validation. By detaching from this need, we reclaim our power and find validation within ourselves, rendering rejection powerless. Stoicism teaches us to seek validation from within, rather than from the external world. When we base our self-worth on the opinions and judgments of others, we become vulnerable to rejection. We give away our power, allowing others to dictate our happiness and sense of self. By cultivating inner validation, we build a foundation of self-worth that is unshakable. We come to understand that our value is inherent and not dependent on external approval. This detachment from external validation liberates us from the fear of rejection, empowering us to pursue our goals with confidence and integrity. 6. Focus on what we can control. Rejection highlights the boundary between what we can and cannot control. Epictetus emphasized, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." By focusing on our actions and attitudes, we turn rejection into an opportunity for self-improvement and personal growth. One of the fundamental principles of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, the distinction between what is within our control and what is not. Rejection often falls into the latter category. We cannot control how others perceive us or the decisions they make. However, we have complete control over our responses, our attitudes, and our efforts. By focusing on what we can control, we shift our attention from the external to the internal. We take responsibility for our actions and strive to improve ourselves, regardless of external outcomes. This focus empowers us to turn rejection into a catalyst for growth, as we channel our energy into areas where we can make a meaningful impact. 7. Embracing adversity as teacher. Adversity, including rejection, is our greatest teacher. Seneca reminded us, difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Each rejection we face is a lesson in resilience, patience, and perseverance, guiding us towards a more enlightened existence. Stoicism views adversity as an essential part of the human experience. It is through facing and overcoming challenges that we develop our virtues and wisdom. Rejection is a form of adversity that tests our character and resilience. It teaches us humility, reminding us that we are not infallible. It teaches us patience, as we learn to wait for the right opportunities. And it teaches us perseverance, as we continue to strive for our goals despite setbacks. By embracing adversity as a teacher, we shift our perspective from victimhood to empowerment. We see rejection not as a defeat, but as a valuable lesson, guiding us towards greater strength and wisdom. 8. Fostering self-reflection. Rejection prompts us to reflect on our actions and intentions. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if thou wilt ever dig." Through self-reflection, we gain clarity and insight, allowing us to adjust our course and align more closely with our true purpose. Self-reflection is a powerful tool for personal growth. It involves examining our thoughts, actions, and motivations with honesty and compassion. When we face rejection, self-reflection allows us to understand the underlying reasons. It helps us identify any areas for improvement and recognize patterns that may be holding us back. Through this process, we gain valuable insights into ourselves and our behaviors. We become more self-aware and intentional in our actions. By fostering self-reflection, we transform rejection into a source of wisdom and guidance, helping us to grow and evolve on our journey towards self-actualization. 9. Developing compassion and empathy. Experiencing rejection fosters compassion and empathy towards others who face similar struggles. As Seneca noted, wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for a kindness. By connecting with others on a deeper level, we create a community of mutual support and understanding. Rejection is a universal experience that touches everyone at some point in their lives. When we face rejection, we gain a deeper understanding of the pain and disappointment that others may feel. This shared experience fosters compassion and empathy, enabling us to connect with others on a deeper level. By developing these qualities, we create a supportive and nurturing environment where we can uplift and encourage one another. Compassion and empathy transform rejection from a solitary struggle into a shared journey. They remind us that we are not alone and that we can find strength and solace in our connections with others. 10. Pursuit of virtue over success. Stoicism teaches us to prioritize virtue over external success. Epictetus urged, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Rejection redirects our focus from fleeting achievements to the enduring qualities of wisdom, courage, and integrity. The pursuit of virtue is at the heart of Stoic philosophy. It involves striving to cultivate qualities such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. When we face rejection, it can be tempting to view it as a failure or a reflection of our worth. However, Stoicism teaches us to look beyond external outcomes and focus on our inner character. By prioritizing virtue over success, we redefine our understanding of achievement. We come to see rejection not as a setback, but as an opportunity to practice and embody our virtues. This shift in perspective empowers us to live with integrity and purpose, regardless of external circumstances. 11. Finding freedom and letting go. The Stoics believed in the liberating power of letting go. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe." By releasing our attachment to specific outcomes, we find freedom and peace, turning rejection into a gateway to inner tranquility. Letting go is a powerful practice that involves releasing our attachment to specific outcomes and expectations. When we face rejection, it is often our attachment to a particular result that causes us pain and suffering. By letting go, we free ourselves from this burden. We come to understand that true peace and happiness are not dependent on external circumstances, but on our inner state of being. This practice of letting go allows us to embrace the present moment with openness and acceptance. It transforms rejection from a source of suffering into an opportunity for liberation and inner tranquility. 12. Turning pain into purpose. Seneca taught, "Fire tests gold. Suffering tests brave men." Rejection, when faced with stoic resolve, transforms our pain into purpose. It fuels our determination, sharpens our focus, and deepens our commitment to living a life of meaning and virtue. Pain and suffering are inevitable aspects of the human experience. However, Stoicism teaches us that we have the power to transform our pain into a source of strength and purpose. When we face rejection, we can choose to see it as a catalyst for growth and transformation. We can channel our pain into a renewed sense of determination and commitment to our goals. This transformation of pain into purpose gives our struggles meaning and direction. It empowers us to rise above our challenges and live a life of meaning and virtue. 13. Embodying the Stoic Sage. Ultimately, rejection is an invitation to embody the ideals of the Stoic Sage. As we navigate the trials of life, we strive to emulate the wisdom, courage, and serenity of the great Stoic philosophers. In doing so, we transcend the pain of rejection and emerge as beacons of strength and resilience. The Stoic Sage is a person who embodies the highest ideals of Stoic philosophy. They possess wisdom, courage, and serenity, and they navigate life's challenges with grace and equanimity. When we face rejection, we have the opportunity to embody these ideals. By practicing the teachings of Stoicism, we develop the qualities of the Stoic Sage. We become resilient, wise, and unyielding in the face of adversity. This embodiment of the Stoic Sage allows us to transcend the pain of rejection and emerge as beacons of strength and resilience. 14. Cultivating patience and endurance. Patience and endurance are virtues that are refined through the experience of rejection. As Marcus Aurelius advised, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. In the face of rejection, we learn the importance of waiting with grace and maintaining our efforts despite setbacks. Patience is not merely the act of waiting, but the quality of maintaining a positive and productive attitude while waiting. Endurance, on the other hand, is the ability to withstand hardships and persevere. Rejection teaches us that success often comes not to those who are the most talented, but to those who are willing to endure the longest. By cultivating patience and endurance, we develop a resilient mindset that enables us to keep striving towards our goals, no matter how many times we are rejected. This resilience is the cornerstone of long-term success and personal growth. 15. Transforming rejection into motivation. Rejection can serve as a powerful motivator if we choose to harness its energy constructively. Seneca remarked, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, but because we do not dare, they are difficult." When faced with rejection, we have a choice: to retreat into self-doubt or to use the experience as fuel for our ambition. Each rejection is a reminder that the path to success is rarely straightforward. It is filled with obstacles that test our resolve and commitment. By transforming rejection into motivation, we convert a negative experience into a positive driving force. This transformation requires a shift in perspective, seeing rejection not as a final judgment, but as a challenge to be overcome. With this mindset, rejection becomes a catalyst for innovation, creativity, and renewed effort. It pushes us to refine our strategies, improve our skills, and approach our goals with even greater determination. 16. Learning the art of detachment. Detachment is a fundamental Stoic practice that teaches us to separate our sense of self-worth from external outcomes. As Epictetus pointed out, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. In the context of rejection, detachment means letting go of our attachment to specific results and focusing instead on our own efforts and virtues. The art of detachment involves understanding that our value is inherent and not dependent on external validation. It is a practice of self-liberation, freeing ourselves from the tyranny of external judgments. When we face rejection, practicing detachment helps us maintain our equanimity and inner peace. We learn to see rejection as a part of the journey rather than a reflection of our worth. By cultivating detachment, we build an unshakable inner foundation that remains stable regardless of external circumstances. This stability allows us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. 17. Recognizing the illusion of rejection. Rejection often feels like a personal failure, but Stoicism teaches us that this perception is an illusion. Marcus Aurelius noted, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." What we perceive as rejection is often just a reflection of our own thoughts and judgments. By changing our perspective, we can see rejection for what it truly is: an opportunity for growth. The illusion of rejection lies in the belief that it defines our worth or potential. In reality, rejection is simply a feedback mechanism that provides us with valuable information. It tells us that there is room for improvement, a need for a different approach, or perhaps a better suited opportunity elsewhere. By recognizing the illusion of rejection, we free ourselves from its emotional grip and approach it with a rational and constructive mindset. This shift in perspective empowers us to use rejection as a stepping stone towards greater success and fulfillment. 18. Embodying gratitude and perspective. Gratitude and perspective are powerful tools for transforming our experience of rejection. Seneca wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." By practicing gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have. This shift in focus brings clarity and a renewed sense of purpose. Gratitude helps us recognize the many blessings and opportunities in our lives, even in the face of rejection. It reminds us that every experience, including rejection, has value and meaning. By embodying gratitude, we cultivate a positive and appreciative mindset that enhances our resilience and well-being. Perspective, on the other hand, allows us to see rejection in the broader context of our lives. It reminds us that a single rejection does not define our journey or our potential. By maintaining perspective, we keep our setbacks in proportion and stay focused on our long-term goals and values. Together, gratitude and perspective transform rejection from a source of suffering into an opportunity for growth and enrichment. As we walk this path together, let us embrace these lessons with an open heart and a resilient spirit. The teachings of Stoicism offer us a roadmap to navigate the trials of life. transforming rejection into a source of strength and enlightenment. In the face of adversity, let us rise as true Stoics, unyielding and indomitable, ever striving for self-control and fortitude. By doing so, we uncover the profound depths of our inner strength and emerge as beacons of resilience and wisdom. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who might find it useful.